Yo, what is going on, guys, and welcome back to another new video. So before we get things started, let me just say that this guy that you're about to see was in my lobby, literally flying around on a presser mark noob, killing just about everybody. I wasn't recording at the time, so once I seen him kill about the 5th person, I began recording. And this is how our first engagement went. So right off the rip, this guy seems that he is one of those players that loves to kill himself. So I attempted to roll up on this guy in my night shark again, but then I noticed he had a player helping him. I tossed some stickies, but they don't connect, sadly. Then about 5 seconds later, 2 more people, an Avenger and a B11, come to help this guy. My night shark kind of got beat up, so I took it into my garage and then came back out, only then to see that this man is still on his Mark II. After this guy realizes that I'm not going to be an easy kill, he goes off and does what any tryhard would do. He goes and takes his frustration out on a random. I take my night shark in the Avenger, and while I was doing so, Mr. Zap dies, and he spawns literally right next to my Avenger. It really didn't matter how close he spawned to my Avenger, because he kills himself the entire time.
Yeah, boy.
Eventually, Zap goes in an RC car, and I take the time to go in my Avenger and get myself into a better position and pretty much wait for him. A couple minutes later, the man finally gets out of his RC car and does some more of that good Ewo loot. The GTA gods finally blessed this man with a spawn behind a building so I couldn't shoot him. And what does he do? Registers as an MC president and calls up the good old Mark noob. Can you guess what he does next? You would think that he would go for me and get his revenge, but no, he does this instead.
That's it. It's all the marbles. I'm loading up the pump. I'm loading up the Uzi. I got a couple of M16s, a couple 9s. I got a couple joints with some silencers on them. I'm just loading up clips, a couple grenades. Got a missile launcher with a couple, missiles. I'm ready for war.
From here, my only goal was to make this man rage quit out of this lobby. So I got back in my night shark and I made my way to him. And while I'm trying to kill this guy, you'll notice that his henchmen start to help him out. After surviving all that, I realized I was really in for a fight. Zap had this guy, this man, and him. I warped to my facility and then hopped in a jet, only to be met with this. Absolute trash. Luckily for me, this Zap guy had a very dumb teammate, and he drove literally right by me and gave me a free kill.
Cry.
I dropped BST and armor because I already know this guy is going to be using those things. And I'm thinking we're going to have a real intense fight, but instead, it goes like this. After Zap got done killing himself, a good old NPC helps me out. I then warp away because he has one of his henchmen come in a jet and attempt to kill me. I come back in my Avenger, and one of this dude's butt buddies left. And let me just say that this yellow guy is very sus. And you'll see what I mean here in a second. If you look on the map, you can see that he's flying normally. But as soon as I get in my Avenger and I start shooting at him, this happens. Now, I don't know if this guy was in the back of Walmart using Walmart's connection, or if he was just straight up using a lag switch, but I just let it slide. And while I'm focused on this guy, my Avenger gets taken down, but it did not get blown up. And these guys are just a circus at this point. After getting my Avenger destroyed, I warped and I got in another jet. And remember how I was saying that this yellow guy was sus? Well, watch this. It's funny because when this guy flies away, everything is literally normal. Anyways, I got back up on the horse again, and I managed to take this guy down yet again.
Cry.
And sadly for this guy, his road ends here. A couple minutes later, Zap tries to kill me in his RC car. He warped to his facility, I'm assuming to use the space cannon on me. I also checked my messages and came across this beauty. So while I'm setting up my traps for this man, and he called upon one of his henchmen to intervene, and this is how it went. Now, literally from here, this guy really shows just how good he is at killing himself. Now, Zap was angry and decided to send me a message saying 1 versus 1. I replied with, "Your cheeks." His response was, "Beach, 1 versus 1, no car." I then said, "It's a 1v4 and you're still losing. 1 versus 1 beach." And as if one brainless douche wasn't bad enough, Mr. DE replies with RIP. I said, "Yeah, RIP to you." He then says 2-1. It's 1-0, I'm up, orbs don't count. Now, back to Zap. 1 versus 1, bot, beach. Now, if you've lost any brain cells during this video, I apologize, but you might lose more.
Okay.
And after waiting for about 10 minutes for me to go to beach, this man finally was done and threw in the towel. I sent him a few more messages. If you guys made it to the end of the video, thank you guys so much for watching. And when you encounter griefers, are they as toxic as this, or are they more toxic? Let me know in the comments down below. Anyways, make sure you guys follow my Instagram and join the Discord. And until next time, peace.